Judge in Argentina is deciding if the president will be charged for an alleged cover-up of the 1994 bombing of a Jewish cultural center in Buenos Aires. CCTV's Joel Richards has more.
This is a major development in a story which has gripped Argentina so far this year, but one which has also been followed closely around the world. The prosecutor, Gerardo Policita, has decided to move forward with an accusation against Cristina Fernández de Kirchner, the Argentina president, and members of her government. Now, if that accusation is heard by a judge, then it could lead to an investigation of the Argentine president. This moves forward from the initial accusation that was filed in January by Alberto Nisman, the prosecutor, who said that there was a cover-up in action over the 1994 bombing of the Jewish Cultural Center, the AMIA, in Buenos Aires, and he named Cristina Fernández de Kirchner, as well as her foreign minister, Hector Timmerman. Nisman was found dead in his luxury apartment just hours before he was due to deliver his findings before Congress. Now, the investigation into his death has yet to decide whether or not it was suicide or murder, but of course there is this accusation, one which the government says it is a coup d'etat and is looking to have a destabilizing effect. And the reality is that in what is an electoral year in Argentina, when they will decide a new president in the end of 2015, then this undoubtedly is nothing short of a political crisis. Joel Richards for CCTV in Montevideo, Uruguay.
And Joel has been following the twist and the turns of this case for some time now. His special report on Argentina's worst terror attack will air this Sunday on CCTV's America's Now. Here's a preview.
Some describe it as the deadliest anti-Semitic attack since the Holocaust.
Desde los primeros días, desde los primeros meses, desde los primeros momentos, estaba este reclamo por la justicia.
Todo se reconstruyó, menos la vida de los que ahí fueron asesinados.
Si no hubiese habido impunidad en la causa AMIA, posiblemente el 11 de septiembre no hubiese sucedido, el subte de Londres tampoco, Atocha tampoco, Charlie Hebdo tampoco.
21 years have gone by. Nobody's in jail.
This is what I think is probably the most upsetting thing about the Nisman death, is that it's another brick on this, what seems like 2 decades of impunity for this horrific event.
For 21 years, Argentina has demanded justice and truth for the attack on the Jewish Cultural Center in Buenos Aires, the AMIA. Special Prosecutor Alberto Nisman was found dead in his luxury apartment, a single gunshot to the head. He had been due in Congress to present his allegations hours later. Speculation was rife over whether it was suicide or murder. In 1992, 29 lost their lives in the bombing of the Israeli embassy here in downtown Buenos Aires. Now, the embassy has since moved. This is now a memorial. But 2 years later, in 1994, there was an even worse attack.
Era un lunes, ese 18 de julio de 1994, y acababa de terminar el Mundial de Fútbol. Y tenía que ser supuestamente un lunes tranquilo como de cualquier otro día.
At the AMIA, Anna Weinstein is the director of the Community Center's archives.
Tomado mucho cuidado en preservar la memoria desde el primer día.
She's the daughter of Holocaust survivors, and she too survived one of the worst ever anti-Semitic attacks.
Ya empezando a ver qué cosas tenemos que hacer, me di cuenta de que iba a necesitar una máquina de escribir eléctrica para poder rehacer unas cartas que teníamos que hacer. Es lo que hice, fui al fondo, y apenas llegué a ese lugar y apenas pude sentarme para empezar a preguntarle a la persona con la cual me reuní, se escuchó este ruido fuertísimo. Se cortó la luz, obviamente, estos cables, y empezó una situación donde se escuchaba cosas que caían. Después uno entiende que era el edificio que se estaba cayendo. Todos eran gritos ahí en el medio, sin saber mucho qué hacer. no se podía respirar, ya había ese polvillo. Y en eso mi pensamiento tuvo que ver con Mirta, que había quedado en otro lado. Era el barrio destruido, los edificios de enfrente era destrucción toda, parecía una bomba de las que se muestran en las películas. Y está esta sensación de estar en ese lugar y al mismo tiempo no estar, es difícil de explicar, pero es una sensación donde la cabeza no está funcionando. Hay registros, pero también es metido en una situación donde uno no tiene toda la capacidad mental de ordenar pensamientos.